welcome back. So, if you don't get bay parking, you will start straight away. You can start with bay parking or sat nav, or the examiner giving you directions. Obviously, I'm going to start with the sat nav straight away. So, come at the car park. Always check, even though it's an empty car park, the residents or other employees still walk around in front of the car and behind the car. There's no giveaway lines here, but I would suggest that you stop and have a good look, because you do have the vans coming in and out. You may have another driving test coming back, and that way you can sort of create more space and time for yourself. Because remember, it's at the beginning of your driving test. Again, here I suggest that you stop, have a good look left and right, right and left, and then take your time in coming out. You're on a nice, easy start, really, rather than stressing yourself, rushing, stalling, and already you're panicking before you even get going. Take note, it's 15 miles an hour. So you definitely want to do 15 miles an hour as you go around. You may get other cars, like I've got one behind me now, who will be going a lot faster and trying to tailgate you to push you to go faster. You want to be disciplined and do the 15 miles an hour. So it wants me to turn left. I'm going to check my mirrors. Give a signal off to pass the junction. Slow it down. Slip into first gear. Follow the curve of the road and have a good look. So after the silver car, I can go check to my left, double check to my right. It's all good. Come out, pick up a bit of speed, second gear, and then go third gear. Car's coming out on my right. Check my mirrors. Going to ease off the gas. White ledges come out in front of me. Then take a look at the road up ahead.
After 200 yards, go left on the roundabout, first exit.
So once we go left at the roundabout, so check my main mirror, left door mirror. Timing, you see, I don't want to do it just yet because there's a little junction there. I'm going to brake slight down, which is a signal in itself. Now signal, and then slip into first gear and let it roll, and just use clutch control. This again on the start of the round, your driving test, you're on the roundabout, it's on a slight gradient. Don't rush it because you can stall it and panic sets in. I can go because it's safe now. And second gear, take note of the speed limit, 40 miles an hour. So you really want to get going, build your speed up pretty quick. Don't drive like Miss Daisy. Get your speed up. Fourth gear. And just checking my mirror so I'm aware what's happening around me, who's joined me, if anyone's about to overtake me. At this point in time, I'm doing 38 miles now. I'm going downhill. It may pick up speed, so keep an eye on your speed as well as you're going down. Just checking my mirrors because the lorry's starting to brake in front of me. So I'm just coming off the gas. I'm catching the car in front. I'm just going to use my brake a bit. Remember, you want to give a 2-second gap if it's dry, 4 seconds if it's wet. So once you start doing 40 miles an hour or more, you want to leave that 2-second gap. The way to do that, let the car in front pass the landmark, I would do 40 miles an hour, and then start to use the phrase only a full brake to 2-second rule. So I'll just do that again. So I'm going to let him pass the landmark of the lamppost, only a full brake to 2-second rule, and now I'm passing the lamppost, which means I'm at least 2 seconds behind, which is what the examiner will be looking for. So we'll repeat that. 2 seconds if it's dry, 4 seconds if it's wet, up to 10 times longer if it's ice and snow. To be fair, if it's ice and snow, you're not really going to take your test. It will be cancelled and rescheduled for another time. So again, watching the road, again, look at the 30 miles to the left. It's 30 to the left, that road, 40 miles on the main road. That sign catches so many pupils out there. Go for the brake and brake heavy. Now, if someone's really behind you, the examiner can penalise you for that as well. So as it's starting to rain, remember it's your responsibility to turn on the window wipers. It's all part of the show me, tell me as well. So your instructor would have shown you, or should show you, where the window wipers are on the particular car that you are using. Got a lot of traffic up ahead, so I'm just going to check my mirrors. It's going to ease off the gas, and I'm going to start to brake to slow it down. Now I'm going to put the clutch down, just let it roll. Just going to slip into second gear, bring the clutch up slowly just to gain control. and the 2 lanes goes into one. You can tell from the arrows on the right. So I'm just checking my right door mirror so I'm aware if anybody's going to shoot past. And checking my mirrors before I go for the brake slide down, and then go clutch down. I'm going to slip it into first gear and just use clutch control to keep me moving along. Again, still checking my mirrors so I'm aware of what's happening around me. Here comes one. There's always one that shoots past when the road narrows. Got nowhere to go to, but still shooting past, and here comes another one. And he's holding back because he realizes he can't fit. Now this person in front is going to squeeze in. Again, I can't stress it enough to keep checking the mirrors so you're just aware so no one takes you by surprise.
After 300 yards, cross the roundabout, second exit.
So I'm crossing the roundabout, second exit, taking up the signs, reduce speed now. So if the road was clear, it should be clear when you're taking your driving test. At the time of filming, most of the businesses are finishing up, looking to go home, hence why there's a little bit of traffic. But on your test day, the roads would be a little bit clearer than this, so you'll have a clear run to the roundabout. So make sure you reduce your speed because you're going from 40 to a 30 zone further down ahead. Just checking my mirrors as I creep forwards. And it's just all clutch control at this point in time. Now the clutch comes fully up, but I'm staying first gear because I'm still just doing it under 10 miles an hour. And now I can go into second gear and take note of the signs. You've got the sign to the left, dual carriageway ends, ferry test, dual carriageway ends. Road narrows on both sides. Remember, a definition of a dual carriageway is central reservation in the middle, so you can't go on the other side.
After 100 yards, cross the roundabout, second exit.
And take note of the new speed limit, 30 miles an hour, so you need to be doing 30 before you arrive at this point. You definitely should be doing 30 because you need to go to the roundabout at this stage. And so it's a funny one because there's no lines in front of me. The cars coming from the right got to give way to me rather than me give way to the right. So don't get caught out there as well. Again, I stress practice in the area so you get to know these little hints and tips for your area because every test route throws up a little something different. So now into a single carriageway. I'm going to give it a little bit more gas and I can just go into third gear. Just doing a little bit more than 20 miles an hour, but watching the road ahead, watching the lorry more than anything else. So just checking my mirrors, looking down the side of the lorry so I've got an idea of what's happening. I can see a few brake lights coming on as well down there. Car in front of me starting to brake and you can see traffic.
200 yards, go right on the roundabout, second exit.
So he wants me to go right in the roundabout, so just checking my mirrors. The speed limit also changes, goes down to 20 miles an hour. I'm already doing 16, so it's not a problem. Check my mirrors, just brake, slide down. I'm going to go clutch down first gear. The lorry's
Go right on the roundabout, second exit.
The lorry's also turning right as well. So now I'm just going to give a signal just to confirm where I'm going. Remember, if you're turning right around about, you want to be in the right-hand lane. A car almost went on the inside of a lorry. You've got to remember which, again, ferry test, which vehicle has an unusual route, and it's lorries, bikes, and horse riders. You've got to remember that. So just because the lorry went in the left-hand lane, that's not the time to go in the right-hand lane and try to overtake it. So I'm just going to use my handbrake here because I know there's temporary traffic lights around the corner. When I was working down here earlier on today, the temporary traffic lights was there. So now I can go, nothing coming from my right. And then go round. Remember, often on a mini roundabout, you don't have the signal to come off because it's so small and tight. You could lose control trying to change the signal. And also, because it's a mini roundabout, everyone can see where everyone's coming from and going to as well. Again, I'm just in first gear, just sort of biting point, just creeping it up the hill. Just checking my mirrors before I actually go for the brake. White car's coming up, but it's coming towards me, which is fine. Just gonna use my handbrake. Just rest my feet for a little bit. Traffic is now moving, just check so I'm aware of what's going on around me. And just start to creep forwards. So the traffic is going, temporary traffic lights must be green. The car to my right's coming out, so I'm going to let him out, just check my mirrors, just in case the blue car's doing it as well, so it's fine. And the lorry's coming back in, so I'm assuming the lights have gone back to red, so again, just checking my mirrors. It's going to ease off the gas, clutch goes down and slip into first gear, so just use a little bit of clutch control to creep me up. Remember, when you stop in traffic, you really want tyres and tarmac, which is about there for me. And the handbrake goes up. That's going to go into neutral, resting my feet. And take note of the new speed limit as well. When I go past, it becomes 30 miles an hour. I can't see myself doing 30 miles an hour if the truck is there or the lorry's there, because he's not going to pick up speed anytime soon. But at least I'm aware of the speed limit change, which is obviously vital for your driving test. So the lorry's now going, so I'm going to get myself ready, get to my bike, and it's nice and easy. Remember, don't rush because you've got resistance against you on the hill. So I'm just check my right door mirrors up before I go past the light, make sure no bikes are shooting past me. I'm just going to check my left door mirror as I come back. I'm just going to third gear. I'm doing about 22 miles an hour, and that's mainly because of the lorry in front holding up traffic, to be honest. So look into the bend so you've got an idea what's around it, what's coming towards you. The more information you can gather, earlier you can gather it as well, the calmer you should be. Again, that's relating to your theory test, your hazard perception, clicking when you're getting your 5s and your 4s. The earlier you can see it, the highest mark you're going to get on the hazard perception. It's the same thing relating to driving. The sooner you can see it, the calmer you should be. Slip it back into third gear. Again, looking well ahead, just checking my mirrors as I ease off the gas going around the bend. I saw someone there on the pavement in the pink.
Yards, turn right, then cross the roundabout.
Right, so it wants me to turn right. So again, just checking my mirrors, trying to locate this right turn now. Shouldn't signal if you can't see it. You don't know how far it's going to be. So now I know where it is. Just check my mirrors again. Signal right, brake slide down, and then you want to come down the middle of the road in the hatchet markings. Remember, the hatchet marking separates traffic and it protects traffic turning right. And then second gear, so I'm going to ease off my gas as the cars come through. Once the silver car's gone, I've got the space to myself. I can see the Mini coming down. Just checking my mirrors. The Mini should pull him just after the white van. Well done to the Mini, give him a thanks for that. I'm going to keep it nice and slow. So I've got can negotiate the roundabout. Again, he should go into my right, check my mirrors. He's gone, keeping my car moving, thank him for that as well. And now I can go a little bit quicker, not too much, but a little bit quicker, because I can see down the side, there's nothing coming at the moment. And it's all clear, there is a car coming now. Check my mirrors, the brakes slide down, he should come in. I'm going to drop down to second gear, give me control. And again, keeping my car moving, he's cut the corner massively. So mirror, signal, brake to slow it down. Follow the curve of the road, so you see that meter away. Is it safe to my right? Yes. Safe to my left. Even though cars are coming, I'm nice and tight, so I'm not going to affect the cars coming towards me. He wants me to take the second right, so there's my first. I'm still going to go into third gear because I need to make progress. I've now clocked where the right turn is, just checking my mirrors.
After 100 yards, turn right.
So I'm going to brake to slow it down, signal right. Look into the junction, that's the second gear corner, get my clutch up so I'm not coasting round. And on my side of the road, and again, temporary traffic lights. Just checking my mirrors and taking my time to get there. I don't want to be too fast, but I don't want to be too slow either. I look, the white car's going for the red light, impatient. Brake slide down, clutch goes down. You can see a lot of people doing crazy stuff. And that's why I always say to my pupils, worry about what you're doing, don't worry about what other people are doing. Because a lot of people do wrong stuff. And if you start to worry about other people, then you may start doing wrong stuff as well, just because you're worrying about what they do, what they think, or you might be doing as well. So now I can pick up a bit of speed. looking up the hill so I can see cars coming down, and then working your way back to the car, just checking the mirror. So I can see cars parked up on the left. Just checking my right door mirror, just needs a slight to come out slightly, not too much. Still room for both cars to go through. There's car turning, car coming out, and checking my mirrors. I'm going to let them get on with it, to be honest. I'm not going to get myself involved in that. Just slip it down to second gear, give him control. He should go if he gets the message. There you go. And now I don't have to worry about them because I let them go. Stay in control of the situation, like the car coming down, brake. Step into first gear. Again, I'm rolling, and then clutch up. Check my mirrors, I come out. Bit of gas to get up the hill. Remember, second gear, power gear to get up a hill. Room for us to fit.
Turn left.
Turning left. So checking my mirrors. Signal left, and then it looks like a first gear corner, so I'm going to slide right down, keep the car down. Cars parked up on the corner, can't see. Should not park up within 10 meters of a junction. Theory test. Causes cars problems getting in, getting out. You're checking my mirrors. And the signal right. Unmarked cross T-junction, so nobody's got priority. Just make sure you check to make sure it's safe. Can't see around the bend, so just checking my mirrors and just come nice and tight to the left. Have a good look into the bend, and again, always assuming what if something comes round. What if? And then mirrors, signal left, and then creep. Have a good look. I can't see clear to my right, but I can see to my left. So I need to do with my right more. Peep and creep, peep and creep, peep and creep. Have a good look. Yep, it's all good. Having a good look into the bend, nothing coming. And the brow of the hill, I don't know what's on the other side, but as soon as I speak, a mini comes. But the road's wide enough for both of us, so it's all good. And then I'm going to just take the next turning on the left. So I'll check my mirrors, brake slide down, signal left. I can't see around the corner, it's tight, so I'm going to go into first gear and just roll it around again, parked up on the corner. Bring my clutch up nice and easy. Again, unmarked. So I want to go left, follow the curve of the road, but I'm going to stop and have a good look, because remember it's unmarked, so nobody's got priority. There's a car coming down. Have another look to the right. And that's why you double check. And I'm going to creep out because it's safe. Car's half on, half off the curb.
At the end of the road, turn left. Then, at the end of
Check
the
my
road,
mirror.
turn right.
So again, end of the road, turn left. Again, it's unmarked. So mirrors, signal. Gonna stop.
At the end of the road, turn right.
Follow the curve of the road. Have a nice look. Safe. Just double check. All good. Cars parked up on the side. Check my mirrors as I come out. Nothing coming towards me, so it's all good to come out. And he wants me to turn right. So again, main mirror,
Turn
right door mirror.
Then take the second right.
Signal right. Getting right, I can't see, so I'm gonna slight bend on both sides, so I'm gonna creep. Cars coming from my right, can't see clear to my left, so I'll do my right a bit more. Creep, and it's all good to go. With the van coming, but I can go. As long as I don't dilly-dally, it was safe to go because I've not caused him to slow down in any shape or form.
After 200 yards, turn right.
So 200 yards, it wants me to turn right. So check my mirrors now, trying to locate where this right turn is.
Turn right.
Here it is, mirrors, signal right, I'm slowing it right down. Gonna go into second gear because I can see clearly into the road. Nice turn in, but I can't see around the bend, so I'm just gonna keep it nice and slow, staying second gear, doing about 12 miles an hour. Can't see around the bend. I'm gonna slip into first gear on this one because I literally can't see with the car parked on the pavement, van parked on the pavement, and nice control. And then I can go into second gear.
After 80 yards, turn left.
So-
Then, at the end of the road,
Turn
turn
left,
right.
mirrors,
Turn
signal left.
Then, at the end of the road,
Again, first gear,
turn
roll it
right.
round. Van's parked up on the corner. Wow, people love to park on corners. Right, now I can see. Second gear, needs me to turn right, so mirrors. Timing the signals. I'm going to
Turn right.
brake slide down. Remember, brake is a signal in itself. Gives me time, signal right, slip it into first give way line. Oh, look, he's cutting the corner, no signal at that. And that's the reason why you want to be slow and approach to your junctions. Safe to my right, safe to my left, just double check, safe, and I can come out. Just checking my mirrors, I'm just brake slide down as I just roll up behind the van. He's gone, I'm not gonna follow, I'm gonna check to see if it's safe. There's a white Range Rover coming down. I don't know what he's gonna do after that, so I'm gonna stop. Again, just take control of the situation for yourself. If you know what you're doing, that should keep you calm. That don't follow other cars into a meeting situation when you don't know if you've got a get out clause. So I'm just gonna check my blind spot, because it's safe after him, and then come out nice and easy, and then second gear. Again, the lights in the distance are red. I'll go to third gear, can make progress to get there. Not racing to get there because I'm actually doing 25 miles now. It's now gone to green, but it may turn to red by the time I get there. So it has gone. So
Turn left, then turn right.
turn left, then turn right. Check my mirrors. I'm going to check brake to slow it down. Clutch goes down, and I'm going to roll it. I'm going to just literally stop here because you've got a little bit of roadworks on the other side. I'm not going to go too far forwards and narrow the road, so I'm making the road wide as possible. Set your freeway controls as well. I'm assuming the side road, so again, just checking my blind spot, make sure no bikes or cars are going to shoot past me because I've got L plates on. And then I can get to third gear, drive as normal. Then checking my mirrors,
Turn left, then turn right.
signal left. Oh God, people love cut corners around there, boy. Safe, and then away I go. And in third gear,
After 200 yards, turn right, then cross the roundabout.
so it wants me to turn right, start checking my mirrors. This black car's really tailgating me, wow. Signal right, and then drop down to second gear. Have a good look into the roads so I know what's there. On my side, cars parked up on the left, just checking my mirrors to see what this black car's gonna do. And then always assuming that somebody's gonna come the other way. There's nothing coming at the moment, just check my mirrors again as I come out. And I can just slip into third gear because I've got a clear road, but I'm still expecting something to come. I can see lights and reflections, there's the car, but it's gonna be wide enough for both of us.
Turn right.
Drop down to second gear for control, and it gives me a nice control around the roundabout. Just checking my mirrors as I go past the van. Nothing's coming at the moment, so again I can step into third gear. There's a little bit of traffic end of the road,
Turn right.
so I check my left arm as I come back in, brake, slow it down, and give a signal right, and the bus is looking to come in. Look at the Audis across the white line in the middle of the road. You want to position yourself on your side of the road, just left of centre. He's actually over the centre marking. Same thing for the car in front, it's gone over the markings of the middle of the road. So be careful when you position your car, you don't want to be over the marking, it will still be on your side of the road. It's forcing the issue there. So I'll make sure I'm on my side of the road, just checking to see if both sides are clear. So he's let him go, the bike's turning. After the silver car's a possibility. It's clear to my left at the moment. There is cars coming. I'm gonna creep to see if I can see what's going on. Gonna come out. I've got nowhere to go to, so I can't come out and block the road. Thank you for letting me go. Sometimes you do get nice drivers, understanding. So just making a little bit of progress. I'm doing about 28 miles an hour, just checking my mirrors, got the sign up ahead.
After 300 yards, cross the roundabout, first exit.
Cross the roundabout, first exit. So checking my mirrors. Because it's crossed the roundabout, that normally means straight ahead, no signal necessary. And the roundabout sign confirms that it's straight ahead. I'll leave brakes like down, follow the curve of the roundabout. So get on and follow the curve, not flatlining it.
Cross the roundabout, first exit.
This one, across the roundabout, first exit, it's actually turned left. Just checking to my right, check to my left. After this car's a possibility, just check to my left to make sure it's safe to go. And I'll just fit in straight behind again, following the curve of the roundabout. Where does it want me to go now?
Go left on the roundabout,
Mirrors,
first exit.
signal left, just nice and easy sliding down. Keeping it rolling, looking to my right. They should be able to go because there's nothing to come in. And now let's see if it's safe for me to go. After the white car I can. And second gear, keep my signal on. And onto a dual carriageway.
Kept.
So I can now build my speed up. Checking my mirrors. Because you're on a slit road, so you want to try to match your speed as the traffic on the slit road. And come across because it's safe. It wants me to keep right, so mirrors, signal right. Speed limit check, 50 miles an hour. Am I doing 50? Yeah, 48, it's all good.
After 800 yards, keep right.
So he wants me to keep right, just double check him because the traffic to my left is turning off, local traffic. And always keep an eye on your speed at this point. It's quite easy to go over.
Keep right, then exit ahead.
Keep right, then exit ahead. So looking well ahead. So I can plan what's next, just checking my mirrors so I'm aware what's going on around me. Can put my windows up a bit faster. So again, looking well ahead so I know what's going on. Just checking my mirrors so again I'm aware of what's happening around me.
Exit ahead.
So exit ahead, I can't cross a solid white line. So now I'm starting to plan, so my mirrors, the line's starting to break. So I'm gonna signal now and then just check my mirrors and come straight in. Don't waste any time driving beside it because people will undertake you. Remember, the people don't like staying behind learners. Still 50 miles an hour, still checking my speed, still doing about 48. Remember, when you're going uphill, you're gonna have to squeeze the gas to maintain the speed because you are gonna lose some momentum. Still 50, reminding me there's sign on the floor. Still 50. Still checking 48. And that's change. Constant speed. Traffic ahead, mirrors. Brake firm, take off the speed. Clutch goes down and just slip it into first gear so I can keep rolling. And spin the clutch to the bike to gain control. Again, still checking my right door mirror because you still get people trying to cut in the traffic because people are just impatient. And I just drop my window wipers down one because it's just spitting and not really raining. And brake, clutch goes down to the floor, roll it, tires and time out. Still checking my mirrors, I'm aware what's going on around. Bring it up nice and easy with the clutch. Maybe you're not in a rush moving, especially in traffic. Don't just try to move off and stall it. I see the brake clutch through the car in front, so I'm going to brake. Clutch goes down. So 800 yards, turn right at the roundabout. Or take the exit, I think it was. If you don't hear the information or remember it, don't panic and stress over it because it's going to repeat it again anyway. And you can always ask the examiner for clarification. To be fair, it's not even about following the sat nav, it's about whether you check your mirrors and read the road markings. A lot of people get so fixated on the sat nav, they miss road markings, speed limit signs, and no mirror checks. A lot of traffic. And that's what you get for filming on a Friday, early evening, to be honest. So take note, coming off, the speed limit changed down to 30 miles an hour. I'm going right at the roundabout, which is the third exit, so that's towards...
Go right on the roundabout, third exit.
That's towards Bexley Heath. So I've got two pedestrians there. Just checking my mirrors. And they give us a signal, right, the red car's letting them go, which is fine. There's nothing coming from my right at the moment. Just double check all around so I know what's happening. And then just check my left door mirror as I signal left to come off. Remember, always come off in the left-hand lane. Staying left when possible. Just leave the junction clear just in case. I can make it now. Nothing's coming up anyway. And the setting was to turn left, even though it's not said nothing. A little bit late, but hey, mirrors, signal. But again, I stress that's because I know the area, I know what's coming up, so it's not gonna throw me in that situation. Is it safe? No, he's blocking my view, so I can't see. I'm not even gonna attempt to go. Don't use cars as blockers. If he goes, don't go, because he could be taking a risk. So I'm quite happy to let him go first so I can see. Right, it's safe for me to go now. Let's check my left door mirror. Then looking well ahead. Let's check my mirror so I'm aware what's going on behind me. And just checking my mirror. Cars on my left. I'm not sure if it's in the driveway coming out the side road. Yeah, it's coming out. Just check my mirrors. It's going to behave himself or herself. black and white signs, sharp deviation to the right, so brake slide down because the traffic's there, clutch goes down, and it's going to be a first gear, just roll it under 10 miles an hour, and just taking my time, not in a rush. Again, just checking my mirrors, just again I'm where the car in front's turning left. I think it's probably just coming out of the traffic, and I cleared the junction. I'm not sure, so I'm going to leave it open. Never block a junction. Stop beeping your horn. Stop beeping your horn, mate. And then carry on going. You see, that's what happens now. I've got L plates, I'm leaving the junction clear. They're in a rush, beeping the horn. That's where you've got to be disciplined and just ignore the people behind. Otherwise, I will end up blocking the junction and could be possibly cause of me failing my driving test if someone tries to go in there and I've blocked it. Okay, another black and white sign, sharp deviation to the left. So again, just checking my mirrors. Let's brake slide down.
Go right on the roundabout, third exit.
Silver car in the distance looking to come out. So look ahead so you can sort of plan what other people might be doing, and then you can work out if you need to be slowing down or you can pick up speed and everything else. So again, just checking my mirrors, just easing off the gas. Clutch goes down, just gonna roll it. Just check the sat nav just to remind me where I'm going, so it's right at the roundabout. So again, leaving the junction clear, just making sure I can clear it. So he's blocking the junction there. Just look into the junction, nothing's coming, but I can clear it, so it's not going to be a problem. So he wants me to turn right, so I'm going to start to come out to the right a little bit.
Yards, go right on the roundabout, third exit. Go right on the roundabout, third exit.
So by coming out right early enough, everyone knows what I'm doing. So remember, your car's position is a signal in itself. So even though I've not given a signal just yet, everybody should know what I'm doing from the car's position. Now I check my mirrors, now I'm going to signal. So is it safe to go? White car signaling right, van's not got a signal, but I can go because there's my blocker. Second gear. When you're on the roundabout, take your time, do not rush it. Check my main mirror left, door mirror signal left, and I'm following the curve and coming off about a metre away from the left. Is it safe to go faster? Yes. A little bit more gas, and then away I go. Check my mirrors. Saying to slow down, I'm not going that fast, so it's not a problem. Again, got a clear road ahead of me, so I'm doing 28 at this point in time because it's safe to do that.
After 300 yards, turn left.
So I'll just check my main mirror right door mirror as I go past the white car. Trying to stay a metre away. Just check my mirrors as I come back in. Just checking where that left turn is. Looking well up the road, there's another car parked up on the side. So I'm going to turn left here anyway. So mirrors, signal brake. I can't see right, so I'm going to go first, going to roll it around, stay tight to the left so I can take a look in. Second gear, I can't see, I'm looking over the walls and then looking to see how I'm going to get there. I'm going to go first gear as well. Can't see round. Now I can. Clear road, second gear. I'm not going to go too fast because someone opens their car door on my right hand side, I could be in trouble. So at this point in time, I'm doing about 18 miles an hour. And looking all the way down, scanning from left to right, right to left. So just in case someone's in the car looking for a signal, children in between, especially school holidays at the moment. Just checking my mirrors again, so I'm just totally aware what's going on around me. There's no one behind me anyway.
At the end of the road, turn right, then cross the roundabout.
So I'm turning right, crossing the roundabout. So let's deal with the right turn first. So mirrors. I'm going to brake to slide down. Remember, brake is a signal, so it gives you time.
Turn
Now,
right,
I can signal
then
right.
cross the roundabout.
Clutch goes down in first gear. So he's turning left, but I'm not going to go because the red car can pick up speed. So always checking both ways. Lots of traffic, so unless someone lets me go, can't see myself going for now. So technically the white car should let me go because it should be blocking the junction. There you go, peep and creep, go halfway, thank him for that, and deal with the left hand side separately. The bus is blocking it, thank him again, appreciate that. Roundabout, where am I going? Straight across.
After 200 yards, cross the roundabout, first exit.
So across the roundabout, first exit, checking my mirrors. Where's the roundabout? There it is, slide down, give myself time. The green car's got a left signal so I can go without stopping. The van's coming out without stopping. Easing off the gas, just letting him pulling away. The sign's telling me there's a bend to the right. I can go into third gear. Black and white says sharp deviation to the right, but my speed is good enough to control that. Again, looking way past the van. So you've got a couple of pedestrians on the side, or children on the side. Just check my mirrors, silver car may go. Silver car's actually behaving. And now I've got zebra crossing, so I check my mirror, scan left to right, right to left. There's nobody at the zebra crossing, so I don't need to worry. Don't need to slow down. But the car on my left, on the pavement, looking to come out or reversing back. One of the two. Just check my mirrors just in case. Oh, they are reversing. Again, looking well ahead. Road's nice and clear, it's also wide. So I'm doing 28 at this point in time. Can't see round the bend, so I'm just going to check my mirrors. And I'm going to decide to ease off the gas and my speed starts to drop. Now I'm doing about 25 miles an hour. Now I can see back on the gas just a little bit more, getting back to 26, 27. Now because it's getting a little bit tight, I'm going to ease off the gas again, just to control my speed. And by planning, I'm not even using the brake, I'm just literally off the gas, on the gas, just to control my speed. Again, just checking my mirrors, so I'm aware of what's going on behind.
After 300 yards, go left on the
Says
roundabout,
pedestrian crossing
first
60
exit.
yards. Black and white says it's a sharp deviation. It's starting to rain. Let's put my window wipers up a little bit more. So I'm going to check my mirrors. I'm going to brake for the sharp deviation. I'm going to slip it into second gear. So I've got total control going around. My clutch is up, so I'm not coasting. So the roundabout wants me to go left. So mirrors.
Go left on the roundabout, first exit.
Signal left, brake. I can't see because of hedges. I'm going to go into first. I'm going to follow the curve of the road first and foremost. Deal with that. Is it safe? Yes, yes. And away I go. Nice and tight round. He's coming through. I'll keep it slow. He's gone. I'll take the space that he's vacated. Then check my mirrors before I come back to the left. Give it a little bit more gas to rain and sort of ease down. Just change my window wipers, brake, slide down. I'm not even going to attempt to fit through. We both could, but why bother when I can take the space for myself? Again, because I'm planning, I'm letting him go, meet him at the widest point. Makes my life a lot easier.
300 yards, turn left.
So I'm going to be turning left. I can go into third gear because nothing's coming at this point. Check my mirrors. I'm aware a car's coming down. I'm going to slip into second gear. It's tight, but both of us can fit. I'm keeping it nice and slow. Again, keeping it nice and slow, just in case someone opens their car door to my left. Now I can give it a bit more gas to go a bit faster, come into the space. After check my mirrors again to come out from the blue car. So mirrors, signal left, brake to slow it down, clutch go down, follow the curve of the road. Just a little turn to the left. Now is it safe? After the two cars, yes, safe, yes, yes, and nice and easy, coming out nice and tight. Again, don't rush. At this point, you're actually going back to the test centre. You're on the last straight. So you don't want to be messing up there. White cars parked up, boom, mirrors. And as I come out, and then just check my mirrors again before I come back in. Looking in the distance, you've got a bus, you've got a little bit of traffic as well. So I'm just going down the hill, I'm actually off the gas, covering the gas, but I'm off of it. Just check my mirrors again, zebra crossing, scan left, right, left. There's nobody there, and the girl's walking towards it, but I'm gonna get there nice and early before she does. In the distance, the lights are red, so checking my mirrors, I'm aware of what's happening around me. Going straight ahead of the lights, so I'm gonna just literally let it roll down the hill. Now I'm going to brake to slow it down because there's a junction. I need to know if I can clear that junction. This guy doesn't know what he's doing. He's in a mixture of two lanes. Now he's decided to stay left. I can clear it first gear and just roll it to be tyres and tarmac. Traffic's moving. Just check around, just make sure I'm aware. Second gear. Last just changed. Mirrors, brake. clutch goes down and roll it to the line. Just there, handbrake goes up, and then I'm into neutral, resting my feet. I know these lights are going to last for a little while. Again, handbrake is optional. It's not, you don't have to use it. Technically, back in the day, it was pause becomes a way, use a handbrake. But now you can stay on the foot brake or use the handbrake. Choice is yours. Also come down to your confidence as well, because I'm the first car and I am confident, obviously. It doesn't bother me being the first car. I'm finding my biting point. I'm not going to rush. I'm not going to stall it. And also what goes into my favour, I know when the lights go as well. Again, because I know the area, because I actually work in the area. So I keep saying it in all the test route videos I've done, practice in the area, get to know it. Even if you can't, if your instructor is not willing to take you to the area because you've booked it far out, at least go with a family member or a friend to the area and practice. So red and amber, get ready, green go. Look how he shot off in a rush. Just checking my right door mirror because cars still do go straight from the right hand lane. Now, because I know it's safe, I can come out. I'm going to third gear. The road narrows up here a little bit, so again, just checking my mirrors. You don't want to be too fast again because it's Tesla on the floor, only because it narrows and cars come out to my left. Now the road widens up or opens up. I can go a little bit faster, just checking my mirrors. No one at the zebra crossing. Signal left brake, firm to slow it down. Second gear, get the clutch up so you're not coasting around the corner. Remember, when you come in, look down the road, you'll see the 15 miles an hour sign, and make sure you do 15. You'll be gutted to fail your driving test on the last little bits back to the test centre.
After 200 yards, you have reached your destination.
So the yellow steps is where you turn right into the test centre. So you're going to check your mirrors. Signal right. Again, it depends how confident you are if you want to take it in first or second, but I'm going to go into first gear. And then I'm just going to roll it round. So make sure I'm in total control of the car. Taking the next one on right. Again, I'm going to stay in first gear. Let it roll down. And then make sure you turn on the correct sides. Still two-way road. And then they will guide you in, whether it's to the right or left, into the bay. I'm going to go to the left and swing it in. You don't have to be perfect in this. You don't have to be in one bay. You don't have to be straight. The wheels don't have to be straight. Just make sure you don't go too far forwards and end up hitting, in my case, the lamppost or the curb. And then he would just say to you, make the car safe, which I've done, handbrake and neutral, switch off, and then he will give you the results. So he tops some marks up on his iPad, and then he will say congratulations, and then you know you got your pass certificate. And if he says sorry to say, unfortunately, you know you failed it, he will ask you, do you want a debrief? Always say yes, you want a debrief, because you want to know where you went wrong. If you've got an instructor, the examiner will ask, do you want your instructor to listen in on the debrief? Again, say yes, because your instructor now knows. The examiner may even explain where it went wrong, which part of the test route. You may even say which test route, so your instructor, if your instructor area, he can take you back there and practice on some more lessons. I'm going to just stop that. Let me just stop that. Yeah, so your instructor may know the area, so he can do some more lessons with you and practice it, and then go again, and hopefully you'll be successful the second time round. But to give you the best possible chance of passing, practice in your area, get to know it. Just stack the cars in your favour, to be honest. The waiting time is so long, you don't really want to fail it and go into that back of the queue. So I hope you got some value from this video. If you did, like, comment and subscribe. Let me know which test centre you're taking your test at. Let me know how it went or how your lessons are going. I'm Dorian from Think to Success. I shall catch you in the next video.